Politicos meet the radio. It's the Weekly Filibuster.
This is Rick Davis, former campaign manager for John McCain.
In a Weekly Filibuster exclusive, Rick Davis, the 2000 and 2008 presidential campaign manager for John McCain, stepped into the filibuster fray to answer the tough questions about the 2008 race. We'll ask Mr. Davis the tough questions about the campaign's attempts to tie Barack Obama to domestic terrorist Bill Ayers.
The media wasn't willing to turn to the Obama campaign and say, aha, isn't this a departure from the clean campaign that you committed to run by focusing on people who John McCain has had relationships with or not over the years?
Because Barack Obama went back on his promise, it was okay for Senator McCain to essentially...
No, that's not what I said at all. First of all, I wanted to point out that Obama was the first one to start making relationships an issue in the campaign.
We'll talk to Mr. Davis about how John McCain's pick of Governor Sarah Palin as a running mate helped the ticket.
I don't think a lot of votes are swayed by vice presidential running mates.
And given the economic crisis, was Sarah Palin the right choice for John McCain, or could former Massachusetts Governor Mitt Romney have helped the maverick Arizona senator in his quest for 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue?
Well, I think that based on just experience in the marketplace, Romney obviously has a great deal to offer.
We know you're still in the holiday spirit, so we're having a conversation on Christmas in America. And to make things interesting, we're bringing Dan Barker from the Freedom From Religion Foundation, a very controversial organization that put that atheist sign next to the nativity scene at the Washington State Capitol. And we're going to talk to him about Christmas and holidays in America. You won't want to miss this conversation.
The only reason we would need a savior is if we were first damned. It is a direct insult to human nature, to humanistic principles of basic human goodness, that we all have to become slaves or children of this baby who grew up to be the dictator lord of the universe. I know when I was a Christian I used to preach what a wonderful thing that he gave his life for us, but it's basically wonderful if you buy into the myth in the first place that there's something wrong with human nature, that we are all sinners deserving of eternal hellfire, eternal torment in a hell created by this God who had to kill his own son in order to appease his own unstable vanity and anger to save us from the hell that he created. I mean, if you look at it that way, it's a direct insult to human nature.
Sir, in the Soviet Union, in Soviet Russia, to kind of squelch religion, many were encouraged, if not ordered, to put a tree up in their house, and it was called something like a New Year tree. Do you think that would be a good compromise or a good idea?
Well, in fact, most atheists and agnostics are not opposed to the evergreen tree. In fact, our family often has what we call a winter solstice tree because it's a natural thing. And we don't put an angel on top, obviously. We'll put something like a butterfly or some natural thing.
You won't want to miss our interview with McCain campaign manager Rick Davis or our conversation with Dan Barker. As always, we're taking...